there, Internet, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I need to think of a new adjective, don't I? Sorry about there not being a video last week. I definitely tried to make one. In fact, I made an obstacle course for my dog, which I assumed would work because she's very food motivated. But it turns out some things even she won't do for food. Anyways, over on my Twitch channel, a deep, intimate friend, or a diff if I do say so myself, requested that I make another makeup video. In fact, they want a makeup video very similar to my covering my face in eyeshadow video, except they want to see if I can actually do it to look like actual makeup. As you know, I am nothing if not a crowd pleaser, so here we are. I recently bought even more eyeshadow, so we're gonna be good, I think. Yeah, bad choice. Let's get started with a nice foundation color, that like pink right there in the middle. And we're just gonna get that all over as my foundation layer. As I expected, this is covering almost nothing. Now, there are actually powder-based foundation sorts of things, but I don't tend to use them a lot. I find that for me personally, a powder just kind of sits in all of my wrinkles and all of my little imperfections and doesn't actually provide enough coverage for all the redness and splotchiness that my face does. Gotta make myself white as a ghost. I'm also gonna cover this little spider bite I got here. I'm in the garage now, which means I am living in the home of all the bugs. And one of them got a little angry at me and gave me a little love tap there. It's fine, it's just a little itchy, but it's red, so. As you can see, it's kind of sitting in my lovely pores here. There's still some like obvious blemishes, but what you gonna do? It's just a powder, it can't really fill out a whole lot. For contouring, I'm gonna use this fun, sexy gold color. Yeah, see, there we go, that's pretty standard for the contour that I tend to do. You guys know how I contour by now. Just kind of slap it on there. Assume that's vaguely where I want it to look like shadows are, right? I feel pretty good about that as a contour layer. So we're going to go ahead and pop on those beautiful highlights so that this doesn't just turn me brown. That would be awkward and not appropriate. I think this is the same color that we used in the Unnatural Colors eyeshadow video, but it will work for the same purpose here. Gonna go ahead and use that white as our highlight. What can I say? I want to be seen from space. I'm gonna take photos of the Earth. You're gonna be like, what's that shiny spot? What are we reflecting off of? Oh, it's Malaysic and her highlight. Apparently, it's a makeup secret that if you're super smashed or tired, put highlight under your eyes to kind of undo some of that, dark shadowing that you get. But joke's on you, because when you do that, it's very clear that you've put highlight under your eyes, so everyone can tell anyway. It's your choice. Do you want to be obviously tired or drunk and dark purple? Or do you want to be obviously tired and drunk and brighter than a million suns? Beep, 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 beep. Whoop. Time for some blendies, 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 to make it look less like I'm an alien cat. I want to know what the makeup people know. I want to see them transforming, covering their faces in, what do you call it? Paint. Ariel just wants to know how to contour, guys. It's fine. Let's see. For bronzer, I think I'm going to use this stunning orange right here next to the color we used as our foundation. Little bit of orange never hurt anyone. Are you supposed to bronze your nose? I always have. This is crushing. Okie dokie, I'm gonna do my eyebrows before my eyebrow brush runs away again. Now, for eyebrows, it's not that weird to be using an eyeshadow. Honestly, a lot of eyebrow powders and stuff are basically just eyeshadow, unless you're using one of those mascara brushes or gels for your brows. So all you really have to worry about is finding a match for your hair tone in your various eyeshadow collection. I've got this weird, like, dirty blonde situation going, and every time I try, I go too dark, or it just doesn't show up at all. So we're gonna try something new and fresh and fun. Woo! Which is gonna be this color right here. It's a little shiny, a little fun. We'll see how it goes. Oh no. Oh yeah, already you can see the powder foundation just bringing out every single one of those creases. Sexy. I'm not that old. I'm 24. I shouldn't be dealing with wrinkles yet. God, I did a professional shoot for my headshot one time because, I'm a theater person. You need headshots for stuff like that. And it was lovely. The people there were all, oh my God, my eyebrows are so dark. Whew! But anyways, the people there were lovely. Everyone was very sweet. But the makeup artist they brought in did the entire face using powder-based stuff. I looked 30 in all of my, like 30 plus, like 40 even, in all of my pictures just because of how much the powder was sitting in every single crease on my face. And they were like, it's fine, you can just get it airbrushed. And I'm like, I don't want to get it airbrushed. A, that's expensive, and B, that's not what I look like. All right, those are on. They're pretty dark, so I'm just going to go through with this tiny little sponge and kind of pull some of the powder out. Okay, I don't know how much that actually did. I'm going to say good enough. If I'm back here, you can still kind of tell. I think doing stuff to my eyes will help a little bit so it's not so stark. Right now it's just a full face of, foundation, some contour you can't really see, and some very intense brows. So hopefully getting some other stuff on will kind of even out the picture a little. So I'm going to use this beautiful golden color as the base for my eyeshadow. It's also one of the new eyeshadows I got like yesterday, so I'm really excited to use it. Oh, that goes on well, actually. I don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but that is on pretty nicely. Okay, now to go in with a slightly darker color. I think I'm going to use this nice plum here. Woo. I think that'll make a nice contrast to the yellow. Sexy! I'm going to pull a little bit of this light, bright pink just to really get some fun stuff going in there. This is what we in the acting profession would call a very bold choice. And I love it. Also, I realized looking at this pink, I never did my blush like a fool. I'm going to use that same really bright pink color that I just used for my eyes and just kind of throw it on there. Now, this is just a personal choice. Usually blush goes right here, kind of in the apples of your cheeks, and then pulling back up into the top of your, whatever that's called, your top of your jaw. I personally enjoy doing the most blusher there, but then also bringing it across kind of that under the eye area, not all the way up to my eye, but just bringing it across like right here and getting a bit on my nose. But I found that bringing a little bit of reds and pinks across just makes you look more alive. I, in general, like to go for bolder, brighter looks. So for me, having a little extra color is not a big deal. Back to my eyeliner technique. We're going to be using this very nice dark, almost black color. Now, if you're using, like I am, a slightly under-pigmented eyeshadow, I mean, unless you've got the most pigmented black eyeshadow, which you probably don't, considering it would be a very intense look, your eyeliner is going to go on a little bit softer than normal eyeliner might. It'll look closer to like a pencil liner or a crayon liner than a liquid liner. But it can also be really good if you don't want a super intense eyeliner look. I personally love intense eyeliner. I'm a big fan of wings. I'm a big fan of bold and black eyeliner. But if you're looking for something a little softer, this can actually be a great trick. And because we've done it in all our other videos, waterline. I'll call that a success. All right, while I'm here, I'm going to try to do the equivalent of mascara, which, to the best of my ability, is just going to be jamming a brush into my eyelashes, but keeping it away from my skin and praying. At the very least, I figure this will get whatever lighter color eyeshadow has happened to fall into my eyelashes, and it will replace it. Okay, I think that's about as good as we're going to get for that mascara look. I can't really tell a difference, but hey, better to do it and fail than to not do it and wonder what could have been. So that is my final eye look for you guys. The last step here is going to be lips, and I think today a dark sort of plum look would be very fitting. So we're just going to start layering it on and see what happens. I think I'm going to start with a lip base of this darker purple. I'm going to let you in on a little secret for y'all out there who want bigger, plumper lips. If you take whatever lipstick you're using, or in my case eyeshadow, and you overdraw, not on the sides, do not do that, but right under the middle of your lip. about that far on either side. Kind of for me, it's where my chin is. And then just carefully make sure that blends back up. It gives the illusion of having a bigger, fuller lower lip. Wherever your shadow hangs over kind of on the skin below your lip, that's about as far as you would want to overdraw into. And again, I will repeat this again, do not overdraw the sides of your lips. That's what makes people look like clowns. Now you may be asking, Kate, does this same trick work with your top lips? The answer is kind of, but not really. The reason it works so well down here is because you already naturally have a shadow, so the eye is more willing to be tricked into seeing it as part of the lip. Up here, there's not a lot of place to hide, so the more overdrawn it is, the more you're going to see that distinct line of the lip in the middle of your art. So what you can kind of do is take it a tiny bit, the tiniest bit past that natural line. I would only go as far as the skin that's starting to upturn to become part of your lip. And I would make sure, unless it's part of the look you're going for, I would connect those two peaks, if you have them on your lips, slightly more. Don't make it a straight line unless that's the look you're going for, but don't just let it peak fully. You're going to want to draw up into your Cupid's bow just a touch. I'm going to throw some of this nice lighter plum color, it's the same that we used on our eye in the darker portion on, just to give this more of that rosy, plummy look. Skills to pick up when learning how to put on makeup. Ventriloquy. That way you can talk while you're putting on your lipstick. Clearly I'm not very good at it yet. And as a final step for me today, I'm going to throw some of the same blush color that we used right into the lower middle segment. And there you have it. Some beautiful, shapely lips. And I also believe that finishes out our whole look. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my hair down, because I found, especially with makeup looks where you're using non-traditional makeup, having your hair down to kind of help frame and blend everything can be incredibly helpful. Kind of draws the eyes away from some of those weird edges you might be experiencing. Also gets you a chance to show off my really cute tips. So there, woo, you have it. A full face of makeup using only eyeshadow, but it actually looks like a real face of makeup that a human might do, like on a day-to-day. I think this is a pretty viable look overall, to just do a full face of makeup using only eyeshadow. If that's all you have access to, you can do a pretty good job. I personally totally would do this again, just replacing the foundation with an actual foundation. And there you have it. I give you a little fashion kiss. Watcha. If you want to see me more often than you see me right now on the YouTube, I have a Twitch channel. That's actually where this particular request came from. I am Malayik326 over on Twitch. I do Twitch things every Monday and Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Watcha! And I also play occasionally Twitch things, occasionally other games, depending on how I'm feeling, at various other random times throughout the week. So if you're looking for more Malayik content, go ahead and check me out over there. If you came from Twitch to visit me over here for curated content, hi. You having fun? Is this what you expected? Probably not. Have a great day. Bye-bye!